Hello everyone, welcome back. Let's continue with our next SQL question, that is delete duplicate rows keeping only one record. So we have a customer table which has customer ID, name, email, and there are some duplicate rows in the email column, right? So we have to write a SQL query to remove these duplicate rows and keep only the first occurrence, right? So let's look at the example. So here we have a customer table where if you see the email John is duplicated, right? So we have to only retain the lowest customer ID. That email with that row should be retained. So that is what has been removed in the fifth one, is the one that is duplicated removed in the result, right? So we will look at this in two approaches. One is using not in and not in or exists. We'll see what why I've kept this in a single approach, and then we have a CT and row number, right? So let's look at the first approach. So here what essentially we will be doing is we will be taking the minimum customer ID for each of the emails, right? So for Emily it will be 1, Michael it will be 2, Sarah it will be 3, John it will be 4, again John, right? So it will be 4, Alice it will be 6, right? So for now let me remove this null. I'll explain why I did this later. So first let me drop this table and create it back, right? So yeah, so first let's write that query. So I'll say select from your customers table, right? So what we want min of the customer underscore ID, right? As min ID, right? So this is what we want. So now if I run this as is, this will give me 1 because we haven't specified any group by clause. So if you do not specify a group by clause, it will take the whole table, all the rows as your group, and in this whatever the minimum is it will give. So if you want to group it according to email, we have to say here group by, right? So after from I'll say group by email. So now if I run this, it will give me the min IDs, right? 1 4 1 2 3 4 5 is skipped, 6 is there. So now I can simply say in the outer query delete from customers, right? So this will be my outer query, delete from customers, where again I'll write here where. So in the inside I got the minimum, right? I got all the minimum IDs. So I'll simply say where customer underscore ID not in these, right? So now if I run this, well, let me run this. Okay, here I have to say, right, 1 row affected. But this is not the correct way to do. The reason, let me show you. Let me drop this table and let me add one more entry over here. So here I'll say 7. Okay, so this also let me say null, and okay, this will be something called as Sam. This also let me keep it as null. So there won't be any entry in your table, but not null will not consider your, sorry, not in will not consider your null. So that's what we want to show you. So let me create this table back, and so this is how it will look, null null, right? So now when I run the inner query, I get 1 null, right? Now if I run this, 0 rows affected. Why? Because what it is getting is, it is getting all these values along with null. So whenever there is a null inside the not in condition, it will treat it as unknown. It does not know what it is, right? So that's why it will not delete anything. So to overcome that, what we will have to do is, we'll have to also add here where email, so email or customer ID, whatever you can write, because both are null, right? In this case, customer ID is not null, right? So now if I run this, just the inside query, I will get, so the null is removed. So now if I run the complete one row is affected, right? So if I run the select again, the fifth one is gone, right? So null is again, we are not deleting that, we just deleted the fifth one, right? So I hope that is clear. But generally we should not use not in. So not in, as I mentioned, right? So if the inner query returns null, the outer query behavior will be different, right? So since the inner query is coming null, then outer query, right, it will not understand what to do, so it will not do anything. In our case, it did not do delete the row. So that's why you should avoid using not in. Maybe you can add the guardrails, but we have a better approach. What is that better approach? That is exist, right? Exists. So this we can use, and we can provide a condition. Based on that condition, it will return true or false, and that row will be kept or deleted. So what will be that condition? So we will be having two aliases of the same table, customers as C, and we will have one more, customers C2, right? So of course we will have to first join on email. Email should be same, right, for both. That's then we can keep the smallest one. So to keep the smallest one, what we will say is, so inside the condition, what we will specify. So let me do one thing. Let me drop this table again and let me recreate it to get the duplicate back, right? So now if you see the fifth one, right? So fifth one, is it greater than 4? That's why we need to delete it, right? So that's what we will say. So C dot the customer ID should be greater than your C2 dot your customer ID. So you'll understand what I mean by this. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's write the query and then maybe we can go row by row, right? I'll write it, delete C from customers C, right? So why I wrote this? This signifies that for each row of C, so C is nothing but here is each row, right? We have to delete the row, right? Delete row C, delete row 5, this fifth one, right? That we need to delete. How we need to delete? We will say where exists, where exists, what exists. So I'll write here condition. So in the exist, we definitely are not taking any column, right? We are not worried about any column value. We are just verifying the condition. That's why we say select one from customers. Here I said C2, and here I'll say where C dot email equal to C2 dot email, right? And what I said, C dot customer ID should be greater than C2 dot customer ID, correct? Let's understand why it should be greater when I run this, right? So before I run this, okay, let's understand this line by line, right? So yeah, so for first row, how the condition will be checked. So first it will check, is there, so it will only get this row, right? So if I do a self join, it will, if I join on email, it will only get this one row, right? Then is there any such row where the one is greater than one? No, there is not, because we have only one record where one customer ID is there, right? So customer ID is just one, so there is no other record, so it will return false. Same thing for second. the email ID is same, but there is no other customer ID which satisfy the condition that is greater than customer ID C2, right? So that is also not there. So let's understand for 4. For 4, what happens is we check the both the rows, right? So for 4 it will check for both. Since it is on email, we have to check the both conditions, right? 4 is 4 greater than 4? Definitely not. Then the condition is not satisfied. Is 4 greater than 5? No, condition is not satisfied. So again, this row is also retained, it's not deleted. Now it comes to 5. So is 5 greater than 4? Yes, it is greater. It is greater. That's why the row 5 will be deleted. I hope you guys understood why we are saying C dot customer ID greater than C2 dot customer ID. So this C is pertaining to the current row, right? It's the row from the table. It is validating if that row needs to be deleted or not, right? So that's how this works. So let me run this. One row affected, right? So this is how you use exist. Please watch it again. If you find this confusing, watch it again, you will get this, right? So the next solution, that is the approach 2, we are going to use the CT and row number. So before that, let me go ahead and drop and recreate the table. Dropped it, recreated it, correct? So the idea is very simple. We will be just adding a row number column where we will partition by email ID, that is obvious, and then we will order them by the customer ID, right? And we will order it in the ascending order, right? So that's why we'll get 4 as the top, and we will only take where the row number is 1, right? So that's what we will be doing, and we'll keep it in a CT, and then we'll delete the rows, right? So let's write the select first. Select comma, select star comma. Okay, first I'll write from customers, right? So here I'll write the row number syntax. Row underscore number over, as I said, partition by email, then we'll say order by customer underscore ID, right? This will be my RN something, I'll rename it, right? So if I run this one, I will get the row number, right? So for each email, 11111 is there, and John, there is 1 and 2, right? So now the task is simple. Just delete where the row number is greater than 1. So the 2, even if there were 10 same John email IDs, the fourth customer ID will be retained, right? Rest will be deleted. So how we delete this now? So I'll simply say with CTE as, this will be my CTE. I simply say here delete from CTE where Rn greater than 1. So now if I run this, one row affected, right? So this is deleted. Now let me select the table back. Now it has deleted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is not there, 6 is there, correct? So this is it for this question. I hope you guys understood it. You might try, you if you want, you can try it on your own and just understand it. It's very commonly asked and very simple. Yeah, I hope you guys like this one. See you in the next one.